Okay, this is my video on ugly versus fine, pretty, whatever you want to call it. My views on that. Okay, if you're a girl, I've seen some ugly girls get some fine ass dudes. And like to me, the girl was either like hella smart and she had a nice body and like her face was probably like mooped up or whatever. And so the dude, he went for that. I mean, with girls, we can have a ugly face, but we can have some nice hairstyles, some nice clothes, and have a banging ass body, and dudes will talk to us. And then sometimes we'll be skinny with no shape, but we'll have a pretty face and some nice long hair or something. Or you might have some nice short hair, shoulder length hair, and the guy will still talk to you and stuff. And it's like, all right, all right, all right. It's like, what is going on here, right? But but yeah, it just be like that sometimes. I don't know why, but it is. But to be honest, I've had some people tell me, they're like, well, looks aren't everything, which they're not, or whatever, because, some people do go with people for their personality, or whatever. But, like, as for ugly, and just like for guys, a guy can have braids. Some guys don't look right with fades. They don't look right with braids, or they keep those braids and they look good, or whatever. Some guys, they don't look right without their do-rag or their hat or something that they wear all the time. They think they don't look good without it, so they wear it. But like, I think it's harder for guys to not be ugly than girls, because guys, they can either have big muscles and body or be carrying. It's all go a whole bunch of different ways. But I know for a fact, if you're a girl, some ugly girls do not get hollered at or whatever. I mean, I don't knock ugly girls because you know what I'm saying, everybody's special in their own way, like Barney says. But I know for a fact, like, I did this thing one day or whatever. Like, I'm in a model group in my local area, so we have wigs and stuff. So I put on a wig or whatever, and I put on some boyish clothes. Not boyish, but kind of made myself look kind of and you know what I'm saying. And I went grocery shopping, and like, nobody wanted to help me put my bags in my car or whatever. And like, um nobody offered help, nobody did nothing. Okay. And then one day, well, actually, I didn't have to go out one day. My usual self automatically looks nice every time I go out, like I said in my other videos. So I compared that time to when I usually go out and I look nice. Someone always offers to help me put my groceries in my car. They're like, "Oh, you need some help?" or whatever. Or they're like, "That looks heavy." Or they'd be like, "Hey, girl, I see you pushing that in your shoes, whatever." Yeah, it's like, people in the streets really do. I mean, I really think ugly people do not get enough attention sometimes. Unless, like I said, if you're a girl and you got a nice body and you ugly, that's the only way I've seen them get attention. Or if the guy actually knows you on the inside and he feels that you are good as a person. But you know what? Not to be blunt or anything, but I've seen some ugly girls be ugly inside out. Like, they're just ugly inside out, and it's like, why are you complaining? I mean, I've seen them with like some fine ass dudes, and I'm like, you're already ugly. Like, why are you complaining? I mean, you're just making yourself look uglier. And it's like, I'm like, why are you talking like that? I mean, I'm not saying pretty people should get advantages, because I've seen some pretty people, they look so good. I mean, I've seen pretty girls, no homo. I've seen pretty girls, what I'm saying, when they open their mouth, it's like, oh my God, you're really shallow or whatever. And it's like, I don't. And I've seen some guys, they were hella fine or whatever, but what I'm saying, his aspects and ways was just like way off, and I'm like, I was like, I don't think I want to talk to him. I mean, it goes one and the same, but I'm just saying, like, I've had some friends be like, "Yo, she's already ugly. Why is she opening her mouth to me?" And I'm like, "Yo, I mean, if they were wrong, then they got the right to open." But like, I've just seen some girls just be dead wrong. They just want to be heard. They loud and ghetto, and they're ugly. And it's like, you're ugly. Like, why are you making a scene? I mean, he's gonna automatically in a while like leave you. But ugly versus pretty. I mean, I'll admit, I'm just saying, in society today, that's how it is. I mean, I've talked to ugly people before. I don't think that pretty people deserve privileges or anything like that. Though I have been in relationships where, I'm saying, I'm like, man, I'm saying, she not prettier than me. I don't know how he got her for. I've been in relationships like that, like, she don't look better than me or whatever, but, I just let it go or whatever, but I'm saying, I don't know, I just feel like when you break up with somebody, you're supposed to get somebody that look way better, like, or that's better than them, doing better than them. Something you're supposed to move up, up. You know, not down. But as for pretty people can be ugly. They can. I mean, like I don't care how good you look. If you're ugly inside, you're ugly to me, or whatever. But if you're pretty on the inside and you have a okay aura on the inside, then good, you shine or whatever. But I mean, there's some ugly people. They have a good. They don't look nice on the outside, but on the inside, they're very you know what I'm saying, they're very unique or whatever. And I get a connection with them. Some ugly people you just don't get no connection with. It's like, no, or whatever. But I've seen. I mean, it depends. Like, I have a family. Like, my family, if I bring home somebody who does not compliment, like what they say, compliment my swag or compliment how I look, like, I look very nice all the time. So it's like, if I bring home somebody who is not as appealing as me, my family will look at me after they leave, or they will look at me when they go somewhere like, now you know that boy ugly. Or they'll be like, now you could have done better than that. Or like, I don't know, like, I guess in their younger days my grandma and all them was like fine or something. I mean, I'm sure they were. I've seen some pictures and they look pretty good, but it's like some family members, they be like, your boyfriend ugly, or they'll be like, you can, or sometimes they don't be ugly, they just be like in the middle, and they'll be like, you could did better than that, or I just don't see with him. Like, I've had some boyfriends where I brought them to cookouts or something, and they'd be like, you look like, and they look like, nah. I'm like, why you just say that? That was so wrong. But yeah, like, the way things are done in the world today is just funny with the ugly and pretty thing. I just laugh at it. I mean, me myself, he has to be at least cute. I'm sorry. I come from a family that's like that. I mean, they have to be at least cute or have a nice appearance. He gotta look nice. I mean, he don't gotta be fine like star fine or nothing like that. Although I have had star fine, and this is a plus. But like, every time it seems like every time somebody is fine, like, their attitude is like jacked up, and you don't want to deal with them. So it's like, some people are just full of themselves. But like, I'm not a person that's full of myself. I know some people might think that because I made this video, but nah, I was just saying some points about the ugly and pretty thing in the world. And I did some evaluating and some experimenting with it myself. Like I said, I went out as the ugly person. I made myself look kind of crazy with the wigs and the stuff, and it was like, nobody wanted, nobody notices you. I mean, to me, I think some people can open up their features in their face and stuff and their hair to make themselves more appealing or whatever. Me, I try to open everything up to the max or whatever. I keep my eyebrows arched. I try to keep my skin clear, but I wear makeup sometimes, so it doesn't really matter. But I always make sure my skin is well done, oiled, and everything. My hair straight, everything. But yeah, that was just my input on the ugly pretty thing, and I'm gonna be out of here. Peace.